Hey everyone. All right, life notifications for this week. Couple things. First off, this shirt is absurd. We're just going to start there. We'll call it the elephant in the room. Sick new hat, but the crazy shirt. So I think I was really feeling myself when I bought it. It must have been like after a sale, some sort of bonus, something good. Maybe, I don't know what happened, but I was definitely feeling myself when I bought it. And it had just been collecting dust in my uh, closet. I couldn't think of the word for like a year. Uh, I've never worn it out in public, and so what are we doing? We'll do. I guess we'll just do a little exposure therapy, and I'll just wear it so you can see the full thing here. So it's like a cabana shirt. I mean, maybe I'll rock it to like if I ever go back to Miami, Vegas, but it's kind of hot. It's like a thick sweater. Uh, I guess on it doesn't look quite as loud or as crazy as I thought. It's still ridiculous, but maybe just not. If I thought it was going to be like a level 10, like I wear it, and people are like, what the fuck is that guy doing? Maybe it's more like a 7.58. I don't know. But maybe I'll just wear it and, as always, just don't give a fuck. It's only embarrassing if you're embarrassed. Part two, I'm going to try and test out a new, like, kind of model. So this week I was super busy with work and like other life stuff, so I didn't really have time to think about an episode as much. And I was like, I wonder if 3 to 5 minute bite size is better, anyways. And then I can try and do two or maybe even three a week. Because this was the first week where I was like, fuck, I got to figure out 15 minutes. I got to figure out 20 minutes. I got to figure out my whole like through line. Maybe we'll go back to a little stream of consciousness. I don't know. Once again, I need to remind myself I'm doing this partially for me. If people watch, that's great. If they take something from it, that's great. But this is a project for me to kind of talk to myself, remind myself why I did it, and to remind myself that putting yourself out there is a net positive. It's not cringe. No one's thinking about you. That's a good thing. So, a couple things this week that I want to just talk about. Today is the big game. I'm just not even going to say it in the risk that it's a football game. It's the big game. I don't want to say it in risk of weird copyright stuff. So I'm going to some parties for it, and I was thinking about what that would look like. Like I'm going to go to a place where there's going to be people, friends who I haven't seen in a while. I want to talk to. I was thinking about what that looked like when I had iPhone primary versus flip phone. I caught myself doing it last night. I was like subconsciously looking on Twitter, looking at the internet for things that I could be prepared to talk about today in case there was any awkward conversation. Had me land on this Nancy Guthrie story, which was kind of disturbing. So, hope everything works out there. I just found out about it last night. I don't know if it's a huge story, a smaller story. That's one of the things with the flip phone. You find out about stuff a little bit later. You just learn about less stuff. I wouldn't call it. I would call that a net positive. But I caught myself. I was like, what am I like? Who even cares? Like, I want some fresh memes to show people that they're gonna laugh at. So I caught myself doing that last night, and it just kind of made me think like, hey, this is what part of the change is. These are my friends. If I don't have anything to say, we can sit in the quiet. We can sit in the whatever. Stuff is gonna happen. I don't need to have a strategic thing in case it's quiet. I don't need to have some grandmaster plan. So that was a cool reminder, and just kind of once again another lifestyle change that was kind of brought to the surface that I've noticed since I've moved to the flip phone. And then another funny thing I thought about trying my first type of marketing for this. My background is more and more sales, teaching, presentation. I was going to try my first amount of marketing, and fittingly, it was that dude who I saw floating through the internet who has the toilet, and he was letting people advertise on his toilet. And I was like, I feel like that would be on brand for me if I try my first marketing technique for this um, podcast. I don't know what even want to call it, podcast, YouTube show. If I try something where I advertise, get a little square on the toilet. So I tweeted at him. I was like, how much for ad space? Literally 10, 15, like 20 minutes later, he posted a tweet that was just like, if you have to ask how much it costs, you can't afford it. So great experience with my first attempt at marketing. I guess the toilet just wasn't for me. So here we go, 3 to 5 minutes. We just hit it. We got the shirt. Shout out Vital. Shout out my friend Callie. She told me that she's had Instagram off her phone pretty much all the time. She called out, I asked her what the biggest difference was. She said if she thinks of doing something, she just does it. She doesn't doom scroll like maybe in the past. So I was very happy to hear that was similar to something that I had said. Time to task. You get there. So here we go. 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes. I'm going to try this out for a couple weeks. Once again, we're going to get to 100 videos. It's for me, not for you, but if you are watching, I hope you like it. And as always, though, I do love hearing advice. Please feel free, leave advice in the comments. Don't go into a Super Bowl party with a plan. Have a flip phone if you want it. If you don't, that's fine too. But have a great day. Have a great Sunday. And I will see you later. And maybe I'll wear this shirt out day one day in public.